I started in 1989 at the HOBBS store, worked there December 12th, and worked there till about the same date, December something. And I was asked to come over here to be the parts manager. And that's when it all started here, and I've been here ever since December of 1990. And this is wrapping up 30 years. Well, one, pay attention to your customers, listen to them thoroughly, and give them all that attention, listen to them. And then two, read your information you have thoroughly. Look for serial number breaks, look for information that will help you get the right answer to them. And Birkey's is a great opportunity. You know, look how many parts people have moved to different positions. You know, pay attention, learn, grasp everything you can, because you don't know the next day what door's going to open. And there's a lot of doors that open for you at Birkey's. There's a lot of opportunity there for a young person to get involved. And take your time. You know, don't get in such a big hurry over things. You know, seems like everybody's in such a big hurry. You know, sometimes it takes a little time to get where you want to be, and give them a chance. Birkey's will take care of you. They will take care of you. Mark Foster, it was fun. It was seriously fun. Great guy.
At that one time, I don't know where it came from, but I had kind of a reputation of being kind of a hard guy, you know, kind of a tough guy. And John kind of made it clear to me that, you know, I don't mind getting my rear end chewed out. I just don't want it in front of God and everybody. I said, John, take it easy. I won't do that to you. I won't embarrass you. I won't be that way. And he came to work for us then and has been here at the Williamsport store ever since and done a heck of a job for us. So,
him and I have probably got a lot of the same attributes. So every now and then we'd have a discussion about something. But when it was all said and done, we just went on about business. I mean, I thoroughly enjoyed, you know, Ron Birkey hired me at HOBBS and Mark hired me for here. And I had no regrets, no ill feelings whatsoever. I'm glad I did what I did.
Well, he's always been a great customer guy. And that just kind of is John's personality. He always wants to take care of somebody, and he's always, you know, reaching out to a customer, taking care of them. But the thing about John is he always does that, always did that with keeping our goals in mind all the way through, and you know, has it in his mind that if you take care of the customer, you're going to probably take care of us too. So always appreciate that about John. So.
There's probably not anyone in this organization any more loyal than John, that flies the Birkey flag any higher than what John does. And he's the kind of guy that if you ask him to come in here at the store at 12:01 and stay until 12:01 the next day, he would do it. And he's always gone above and beyond the call of duty, always had the customer in mind first and foremost, had Birkey's in mind first and foremost, and I would have to say he's one of the most loyal people I've ever been around.
You know, I mean, John was everybody's friend. Everybody that come in here, he always had a story to share. Or, no matter who walked in the door, he's always got something to say to everybody.
I think you might be able to imitate him, but you'll never duplicate him. And he's a very dedicated, loyal Birkey employee. Really enjoyed working with him. John was always able to bring some fun to the workplace, and always there to help you no matter what. If we had a new store coming on board or doing inventory, whatever, you could always count on John and pitching in to help you. And,
I'm ready. I spent 30 years here. I've been doing the same business since I was 17 years old. And it's a double-edged sword. I'm going to miss a lot of people. You know, I'm going to miss the camaraderie of coming in here with everybody.
Oh, there's always, you know, there's multiple things, but you got, you know, there's some knowledge he had on some things that, you know, he's been doing it for so long. When it comes to electrical stuff, like on alternators, generators, I think I know a lot about that stuff, but when it comes right down to it, he used to work at a shop that rebuilt those, so he could say a part number or a type of an alternator right off the top of his head, and it'd always be right, it seemed like. So you're gonna miss that, you know, tech side of things, and just the humor. I mean, we'd always have good times. I mean, I honestly don't remember ever having a argument or a fall. Yeah, you're gonna have your little discrepancies as coworkers, but never had a argument with John. It's just it's gonna be missed for sure as far as at the counter. But yeah, I mean, definitely a good time spent with him here. So
it's going to be tough not to see him at the counter every morning. I mean, every morning I walk in, no matter what time I get here, he's always here first. He may be the only one in the building, but he's always here. He's always got coffee ready, and sometimes he's got popcorn cooking in case anybody missed breakfast on the way in. But he's the first one I see. He's the first one I say good morning to. It's going to be really difficult not to see him, at that front counter greeting me as I walk in the front door.
He's a great guy. He's been a great friend. Those 4 years that I had off there, we still talked quite a bit, and it was good. I'll miss him. When I started back here, it was, 9 months, John will be gone. 9 months, John will be gone. And then before you know it, it's 5 days. It doesn't feel like it's been that long ago. But now we're 5 days, and he's gonna be out of here. And I know he's a great guy. If I ever run into trouble, or Dan or Jordan, we need some help looking up old parts, I'm sure we can call him, and you need to go here and look here, or do this or do that. So
John was always pretty blunt. He always took care of the customers well, but I'd say as he grew a little older, he got a little more blunt, and he always made sure that they knew what he was thinking, but he took care of them in a good way. It was just, he was fine chit-chatting with him, but usually that happened before they started or after he had them taken care of, and then he might go on for quite a while. But John always took care of the customer very well.
We were on a C&H sponsored cruise one time, several years ago, and our wives, the ship docked, and we had a day on the island, and our wives thought it would be a good day of shopping and sightseeing. John and I participated in that for a little while, and then decided that we needed to test all the different drinks on the island. But it was a very good day, and I'd have to say that in my time I've missed flights, I've missed buses, I've missed trains, but not almost missed a ship like John and I did that day. We just barely made it back.
That was Phil's fault. And we was close to just about missing that boat. But all in all, that was a great trip.
I know this, John is an avid outdoorsman. I asked him, I think, not too long ago, what are you going to do, John, on your first day after you retire? Going to go hunting. What are you going to do the second day? Going to go hunting. And he'll be doing that, I think, until the day he dies. Hunting and fishing and the outdoorsman. I've been on different hunting expeditions with him. He just loves it. He always had a real good bird dog when we went bird hunting, and I know he's been a deer hunter too. And he's a fisherman, and matter of fact, some of my boys have went with him. He's taken them on different hunting trips, places to hunt, stuff like that. So,
well, it's pretty obvious I've known Brady for 30 years. And starting out as a youngster with him, he liked to hunt and fish, and Dusty. And I got the opportunity to take him, and take him on some of their first times. I was with Brady the first time he shot his first pheasant.
He would rather, spend all of his time for somebody else to be successful, especially in a scenario like that, than he would for his own success. I mean, he prides himself on, introducing other people to the outdoors and helping them be successful. It doesn't matter. I mean, he's willing to make personal sacrifices to make that happen. So, he would always be willing to, to get up early with me and take me out and teach me some of the tricks of the trade. But if the opportunity ever arose, it was my opportunity. It wasn't his, or it wasn't going to be shared. It was going to be, he's going to let me take all the glory in that.
One time, tried to take. I have very good success rate on taking new people to turkey hunt and get their first turkey. 3 times I attempted that with Brady. 3 times that bird just flipped his fantail at us and walked away. Oh, I was just devastated because I take pride in knowing how to do that, knowing how to set guys up. Well, about a week later, I get a phone call from Brady, and he sent me a picture of the first turkey he killed. And we talked, and I said, "Well, I wish I could have been there, Brady." And he said something I'll never forget. He said, "You were there because you taught me how to handle this, simply, not like all the high-flying 30-minute turkey hunters on TV." He said, "You were there." So that meant a lot.
The thing that always touched me, on the personal side with John is I had a nephew who had an absentee father, and he always wanted to hunt. And I hooked him up with John, and John took him out deer hunting, spent a lot of time with him through gun safety issues and all that. And he's a young man now and still remembers that, talks about that, and appreciated that, and I've appreciated it as well. So it just kind of speaks to John's personality. He always wants to mentor somebody. So, great guy.
My wife and kids put up with a lot for me in the last 30 years being gone. And I owe them as much or more than I do Birkey's. And I didn't cut them short on nothing. You can imagine me trying to be a grade school basketball coach for a bunch of girls. And believe me, I don't ever want to do that again. But my wife somehow, she kept us all going. Month of November, Thanksgiving, 3 birthdays, both girls, mine. My hunting season starts, and how she juggled everything to keep everybody happy, unreal. I owe her the most.